This is Living Free in my RV, and we're at the Bay of Fires today. It's Tuesday the 29th of September. I've discovered something that I think is pretty interesting. I'll just come up here. Okay, excuse the shakiness. This huge stone here, it reminds me of the Devil's Marbles, kind of like the Olgas, you know. It's incredible, isn't it? And also I think it looks a little bit like Australia. You could probably overlay a map of Australia and it would probably come close to some of the points. We'll go out here and have a look at the bay. It's beautiful. The wind is going to be a bit loud, so turn your volume down when we get out here. I tried to do it before but it wouldn't. Anyway, I'll show you. We'll go out on this rock here and have a look at the bay. It's beautiful. I'm sure you'll agree. Beautiful coastline. Anyway, I'm going to head back to my RV now, and I definitely need something to eat, and I'm going to go and find a campsite for the night and then work out which point we'll go and look at tomorrow. So I'll see you in the morning. This is where I'm camped. This is my campsite here, just back behind me. Poor me, I'm so underprivileged having to camp in a spot like this, and you can only stay a month. I just met a local here and she said there was a bus here, it was here for 6 months, you know, and as she said, why would you want to leave? I mean, it's paradise. Beautiful white sand. She went in for a swim. I think I'd have to you know, get a bit more brave to go in yet. This is such an amazing place. I don't think I've camped anywhere quite like this. I mean, it's a phenomenal place to have a campsite, and especially to be able to stay here 4 weeks. They emphasise that that's maximum, but people do stay longer here. It's just beautiful. There's no words to describe places like this. You have to come here and experience it yourself, you know. And this is only day one. I don't know how long I'll stay here for, but I've got to continue journeying north. But this spot is beautiful. I definitely will love to come back here sometime. It's so enticing. It certainly is an enticing campsite to wake up to such beauty. This morning I walked down the beach and watched the sunrise, and it was beautiful. I got some nice shots of that. When I pulled up here yesterday, I parked in here, over there, but these trees, I realised this morning that when I checked where the sun was going to rise with my Google Sky, I decided to move down here because these trees would have blocked it and I'd be missing out on some energy power, you know, our sunrise. It goes back to the Egyptology times when God's Son, S-U-N, will rise, and I am the light and the life, because without the sun we don't have life or light. And when it sun set, well, set was the that the Christians plagiarised, Satan from Set, the Prince of Darkness. When the sun sets, it's dark. People feared the dark. Even today, people do fear the dark, and they have curfews in some countries because there's all sorts of evil that lurks about and marauders that come out. So that's where we got that terminology from. The sun rises and brings the light. Everyone feels safe. The sun set, the Prince of Darkness sets, and it turns to night, to light and dark. And it's pretty relevant to my life. Through the darkness I found the light. But anyway, so I moved down here this morning, and I'm getting good amps anyway. Like, even before the sun rises and it hits the panels, you start to get amps because it works on light. And so I've started my generator up, as you can probably hear, and I'll turn that off soon as the sun's high enough in the sky. And then I can use my home cinema or whatever, and the other devices. I've got to use some power tools today to modify a few things. There's always home renovations, whether you live in a motorhome or a home. So I'm ready for a cuppa and breakfast. I'm just having a look where we are, comparing the Bay of Fires pamphlet I got from the information centre, and I'm just comparing it on my campsite map to plot out our next adventure. But I think I'll stay here until I start to run out of fuel for my generator, because why would I want to leave such a beautiful spot? I just want to chill out and absorb beautiful Mother Nature and really take in this world renowned place called the Bay of Fires. So we'll look forward to our next part of the journey soon. Good morning. It's 5:30, Thursday the 1st of October, and this is the time where I feel most connected with the earth. It's a beautiful hour to watch the sunrise here at the Bay of Fires. It's this will be something that's etched in my memory. Like, it doesn't matter how much money we gain, when we leave this world, we take our memories with us. That's why it's important to live your life to the fullest. And this is a beautiful time to wake up listening to the birds. And there's a pelican coming in over there. You probably can't see that, but it's just an awesome time. Just to reflect and meditate, to take in this beautiful area and this beautiful planet that we live on, to breathe in. This is probably the cleanest air in the world, probably because it's coming from the Antarctic, especially when you get down south more. So I'm going to take some nice shots of this and maybe make a slideshow with some song to do with the sun. As they say, the Egyptologists say that God's Son, S-U-N, rises from the dead of the night. It rises and brings light and life to the world. That's why we celebrate solstice at the end of the year, which has been plagiarised to Christmas, the new season when they plant the crops. And we were more connected to the earth back then, and we appreciated it. That's why people worship the sun, the centre of our solar system, the soul of our system. It's very important. People don't realise how important things in nature, that we have to live in a symbiotic relationship with all of life on this planet. And if you take one piece of it out, it unbalances the rest of it. So live free and enjoy your life, because it's these memories that are most important. this is truly indicative of an RV friendly town. Just before you get into the township of St Helens, there's a tap here for RVers. It says drinking water only, washing of vehicles prohibited, which is fair enough. So, you know, you can stop here and fill up the tank, which I'm doing. Yeah, they're on their way to getting full. I've got one tank underneath and I've got 2 more that go inside as well. So yeah, this is really handy. I'm going to go back to the shopping centre, stock up on some supplies. I've got coverage, so I'll be able to collect text messages and phone calls, and then we'll probably head up to the northernmost point of the Bay of Fires. So stay tuned when we get there. Back at St Helens Marina, just picked up some supplies, and I've got internet coverage here, which is great. Communicate with the rest of the world, and we're just plotting out the next part of the journey. We're going to go to Ensign's Bay, which is, thank God for Google, and I've got on the map here. The road looks okay, as long as it takes me on the made roads it'll be fine. And from there we'll go to Eddystone Point. That's probably the highest point we can go, and the Bay of Fires begins there. I was just looking at some of the history about the place. It's why it's named the Bay of Fires is because the Aborigines used to have their fires on the beach, and they were seen before the white man come over here and slaughtered, committed mass genocide all across Tasmania, which is an atrocity that should never be forgotten about. This living free in my RV recognises the Aboriginal people as the original caretakers of this land, and respects that. And yeah, so it's we can never make up for the past, except not to repeat the same mistakes again. I'll upload some photos with this, and I'll upload this now, and then make a new one after I get up there, and then head down, slowly wind down to Wineglass Bay, to Port Arthur, and down to Hobart. Anyway, we've still got till November to get to do the lot, so we can always do some more on the way back as well. Anyway, so live free in your RV, and I hope you've been inspired by these beautiful locations to join the RV community. It's the most friendliest state I've seen in Tasmania. There's places in Victoria like Torquay where you're not even allowed to sleep in your car. They're so militant and rigid about that. You know, this is refreshing to be here, and my gratitude extends to the whole of the Tasmania RV community and the tourist industry that recognise that we too are citizens of the Commonwealth. So thank you to everybody, and stay tuned for the next adventure on living free in my RV.